The inspiration for this scene came after spending an extended amount of time at Starbucks. I had what I like to call affectionately my favorite drink, an 18-wheeler, which is 18 shots of espresso. And I came to the realization that this martial arts movie needed to have a good bit of surrealism and surreal imagery in order to finish off the movie with a bang. So you'll see I'm combining Egyptian symbols, I'm combining ancient Chinese symbols. There's a fan in there. There's this thing that looks like, you know, some kind of thing out of King Tut's tomb. And then I even threw in there like a tombstone, which doesn't make sense unless you're, you know, a martial arts movie director. And then you understand how people like are befuddled by imagery that they don't understand, which adds to the cool mystique of the Kung Fu martial arts movie medium. You touch things in this movie and they explode. Eyes like shoot ninjas, like these symbols have ninjas shooting out of them, and then there's bright lights and people spinning around. And then I like break it up by showing stuff that's happening outside with this cool sort of like dance of, you know, drama where these ninjas, like pixie-like ninjas, like little girl ninjas that bury themselves underground and then they pop up and then they disappear underground. And then, of course, it can't be a ninja movie without blood splurting everywhere. And then, like, these two guys like dodge this cloth that's flying through the air, but the one guy doesn't dodge it and he gets stabbed by it and he dies. And then there's this kind of touching, you know, thing that happens on friendship here. I sort of came up with this.
I know now, learn.
You know, like
You were always
they
innocent.
barely know each other, but maybe they know each other more than they realize.
Learn now what friendship really means. Friendship means dying.
I came up with that. Yeah, that was me. That was me.
You're a good man.
That was when I got towards the end of the 18-wheeler.
The best friend a man could have.
Kind of starts to ooze out of your pores, if you know what I mean. What most people don't understand is they don't understand that martial arts movie making is more art than science. Because if it was science, they would call it like martial science movie making, as opposed to martial. Did you see that? That fan like crazy flying around? That was my idea. And then, you know, that guy fighting with that thing that's got like some kind of like Egyptian like scarab with wings. And then I thought it would be really cool if I had everybody like spinning around, slow motion, speed it up, throw the fan in there, slow motion, get that face, and then let's move the camera real fast. Just the camera goes in, slow motion, flying around. People like wigged out, like what? Like why would you have what? What's going on? Oh, and you superimpose that guy? Like what? Like whoa, I just don't understand. And then psh, like the whole mystique factor of the movie just goes hecka through the roof. And then the guy's like flipping around. And then we've got like these ninja bird people flying across the room everywhere. So that you end like with more action than you anticipated. That's a good film. Nobody can like prescribe that. Like, how do you figure that out like before you're in the moment? You don't. It just happens. It's like you're there and all of a sudden you figure it out. And then this watch thing, genius. Just like out of nowhere I thought, well, maybe we have like ninjas with lasers, even though we aren't like technologically advanced enough in the 70s yet to understand the true power of a laser. So it was like groundbreaking that way. And then I'm like throwing up my watch. And I thought, well, we could like take my grandpa's watch and give it to that, like that one ninja guy with the Egyptian thing. And then it's always cool at the end to like, if you got a female in a picture, she's got to faint because she was like out of her head, crazy good with Kung Fu. And now she's like, where did that come from? I don't know. And then it's like the temple here is puking them out at the end. It's just sort of like upchucking them into the rest of their lives. That's what I was hoping to achieve here. Just a whole neat little ending panorama of like the sun and little pieces of grass, and then the ninja carrying the ninja-ette into the sunset.